Hi guys, welcome back to Chess the Matthew. So on this video, we'll tackle about the two knight's defense. So the setup ending start with the moves of e4, e5, and after knight f3, knight c6, and bishop c4. Here the white plays knight f6 that indicates now the two knight's defense. So here I will show you the short trap, for example, for black. If the white here plays a simple move of knight to g5, in which to intends to attack this f7 with two attackers with only one defender. But here, the white can simply place knight takes to e4, trying to counter now the white. For example, if the white plays knight takes f7, that actually forks now the rook and the queen with the knight. But here, after knight takes f7, it allows here for the black to place queen f7 with a threatening to mate in 1, for example, in this position. And if the white here plays g3 to cover that connection of the queen and knight to the f2, but here the black can simply grab that g3 pawn. The idea here is, for example, after f takes g3, and again after here, for example, if the white here grab that knight, then with the h pawn, then he will lose his rook on h1. So f takes g3, it's a must, but there's simple queen to e4 check. And again with an attack to the h1 rook, for example, in this position. So if the white here tries to defend both king and the rook, for example after king f2, in which the rook is actually been defended with the queen, and again escaping from the check from the queen on e4, but still there is bishop to c5, and although there is a cover, for example, to the check, but after bishop takes to d4, again the black here is actually totally winning, for example after king to f1, because there is now a threatening mate, and 2, for example after queen h1 check, and after king to e2, queen g2, after king to d3, e4, and the game ends in a checkmate because the white king cannot escape, cannot cover the check, cannot capture the chicken pieces. And again, after the absence of 3 defense against the check, it is actually now a checkmate. So in just 12 moves, the black here wins through checkmate from the 2 knights defense. So now we'll try to flip the board now to look for the defense, for example after this trap. After knight takes e4, and takes f7, and takes check and check, cover check, takes check, check, and checkmate. So here we'll flip now the board. So after e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6, the 2 knights defense. Again, after knight to g5, there is no problem. For example here, from the move of white. Actually, after knight takes to e4, the white here is actually winning. But instead, playing bishop takes f7 rather this losing move, for example, of white. The white here should play bishop takes f7 check, for example, in this position, so that after king e7, the black king here was forced to move to escape the check. And after d4, knight takes d4, c3, attacking the knight. And after knight c6, there is simple bishop to b3. And again, the white here has an initiative because the king can no longer castle later on. So after knight takes to g5, bishop takes g5 check, and after king e8, the white here can wins the queen on d8 square. So after knight takes to e4, the white here should play bishop takes f7. But here again, knight takes f7 is still playable. For example, after queen h4, and here the white should refrain rep takes move after g3. The white here should play queen to e2, and again there is a radical equality after, for example, knight to d4, g3 attacking the queen, and after knight takes to e2, she takes h4, knight d4, knight takes h8, knight takes to e2 check, king e2, and knight takes to a1, still a draw. So here on this position, after knight takes to e4, knight takes to e4 is actually a dubious move. And although here after knight takes f7, it allows here for the black to play queen h4. But here, After queen to e2, the white here can actually go for a forced draw instead of a losing move by playing j3. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe.